helpful and harmless. The paradox of true service. At first glance, the goal of being helpful and harmless seems simple: do good without causing harm. But if we go deeper, we see that these two qualities exist in dynamic tension. To be truly helpful often requires disrupting old patterns, which can feel harmful to those attached to them. And to be truly harmless requires wisdom, because well-intentioned help can sometimes do more harm than good. What does it mean to be helpful? Being helpful means offering something that genuinely benefits another, but genuine help isn't just about giving people what they want, it's about giving them what they truly need. Surface-level help. Giving a person in distress whatever they ask for, even if it enables their suffering. Deep help. Offering something that empowers them, even if it's uncomfortable in the short term. Help that is merely accommodating can reinforce dependency. Help that is deeply transformative can be resisted, misunderstood, or even rejected at first. If someone is drowning, throwing them a flotation device is helpful. But if they've been swimming in an illusion, waking them up might feel like an attack. The caterpillar and the cocoon. Imagine a caterpillar struggling inside its cocoon. You see its desperate movements, and wanting to be helpful, you cut the cocoon open. The butterfly emerges weak, its wings underdeveloped. It never flies. Your help was well-intentioned but destructive. The struggle was necessary for the wings to gain strength. True help would have been to trust the process, even when it looked like suffering. If suffering leads to growth, is preventing suffering always helpful? No. True help is not about removing all pain, but guiding someone through it in a way that strengthens them. A teacher who gives all the answers prevents learning. A doctor who numbs every pain may mask an underlying disease. Help must be given with wisdom. What does it mean to be harmless? Harmlessness is not just the absence of harm, it is the presence of wisdom. True harmlessness is not passivity or weakness. It is acting with such clarity that the unintended side effects of one's actions are minimized. Superficial harmlessness. Avoiding saying or doing anything that might upset someone, even when truth is needed. Deep harmlessness. Acting in a way that, even if temporarily painful, leads to greater healing and understanding. Sometimes pain is necessary for growth. A surgeon's scalpel cuts but heals. A hard truth stings but liberates. If someone is sleepwalking toward a cliff, letting them continue unchallenged might seem harmless, but it is actually negligence. The fire and the forest. A forest fire seems destructive, but in nature, controlled burns are essential. They clear deadwood, nourish the soil, and make way for new growth. If we prevent all fires in the name of harmlessness, the underbrush builds up, and one day, an uncontrollable wildfire will consume everything. Harmlessness is not the absence of fire, it is the wisdom to let the right fires burn. Is telling someone the truth, even when it hurts, an act of harm? It depends. If truth is given with love, it can be the most harmless thing you can offer. If given with cruelty, it wounds. The difference is not in the words, but in the intention behind them. The balance between the two. To be helpful without harmlessness can lead to coercion, manipulation, or imposing our solutions onto others. To be harmless without helpfulness can lead to inaction, cowardice, or letting suffering persist. True service requires a deep understanding of the situation. It means knowing when to help, how to help, and when not to intervene. It means recognizing that sometimes the greatest help is allowing someone to struggle so they can find their own strength. The lighthouse and the boat. A lighthouse does not swim out to save ships, it simply shines, guiding them home. If a lighthouse jumped into the water every time a ship was lost, it would drown. Its power is in its stillness. Sometimes, to be truly helpful and harmless, we must stand firm and shine rather than rush in and rescue. How do you know if your help is truly helpful? Ask yourself, am I helping because they need it or because I need to feel needed? Is my help making them stronger or more dependent? Would I still offer this help if I got no recognition for it? If help is real, it liberates. If help is false, it binds. The ultimate question, who decides? One of the deepest challenges in being helpful and harmless is recognizing that we are not always the best judge of what others need. People have their own journeys, and sometimes what seems like harm in the moment is actually the exact medicine they require. This is why wisdom and humility must guide both help and harmlessness. What is truly helpful? What is truly harmless? If we look deeply, we see that these are not separate goals, but one and the same.